Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. Pass to the left. He'll step out. Right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Fires to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt.
Makes the grab at the 30. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say,
that's a right ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm flow. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second, try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost. Concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go out today.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
With the game time.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give them the lead.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Now improvising. They get to him as he throws.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
That's reeled in. It's Tate. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out in wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, you can find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 7, Ohio State 0.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Into the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Trying to get out from the shadow of their own end. It's 2nd and 5 from the 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got room to work. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Second and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got him this time. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I just think for the offense, in this situation of the game, in the fourth quarter, down a possession, you can be a bit more aggressive and throw the ball vertically down the field. Challenge this secondary. Force them to...
Turning it up. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. And coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. They kick off, maybe 1 more snap to the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. go up top on first down. Buying some time. He throws one to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.